It's a case that shocked a Stockton neighborhood. 7-year-old Billy Williams found dead inside her family's home nearly a month ago. Now her stepmother has been arrested in the case. The child's father was already facing charges.
CBS 13's Marissa Perlman live in Stockton with reaction from the family and the woman now behind bars.
Yeah, guys, the family tells us today they finally feel like this arrest is a step towards justice. We spoke with them by phone today as they finally start planning little 7-year-old Billy Williams' funeral. This little girl's own father and now stepmom, both here at the San Joaquin County Jail. And tonight we're hearing from her stepmom defending herself for the first time.
I was just horrified. Absolutely horrified.
Her death shocked this quiet Stockton neighborhood. The face of this 7-year-old with the angelic smile plastered around town as family called for justice and answers.
This case was a tragedy.
Little Billy was found dead inside her family's garage at this home last month. That same night, her father, Billy Williams, was arrested. Since then, his family has been pointing to little Billy's stepmother, Keisha Williams, as someone police needed to investigate related to little Billy's death.
I don't know what happened. That's my baby.
1 week ago, Keisha Williams appeared on the AFC Podcast, which talks about stories making headlines across the country. In a sometimes difficult to follow 4-hour discussion, she talks about the tumultuous relationship she had with her husband's family.
When I tell you they've been coming at me hard like this, they've been coming at me hard. This was not even a shock to me, the stuff that I didn't heard, but it can be unpacked and found to be so untrue.
At one point, she talks of her husband's violence.
Billy is about action. It ain't gonna be no talking. He don't do that. Have you ever seen a man beat somebody with a mountain bike before?
But how she died and why is still not known. Stockton police call this investigation complex as police still ask the community to come forward with any information about what happened behind these doors.
Anytime there's a homicide, that's tragic, but when it involves a 7-year-old little girl, that touched that entire neighborhood and community.
Yeah, such a tough case. Now, in that podcast, Keisha herself speaks of multiple calls to her home from Child Protective Services. We've asked the county twice now to release their records to the public, and today we reached out for a third time and have not once heard back. We're hoping to learn more tomorrow. Keisha Williams has an arraignment here in county court.
I got to tell you guys something. I thought that was dope. And again, I want to say thank you to that news team out there in California. Thank you to the investigators. Thank you to everybody. And I have to say, I think that's a bit unique that a YouTube channel that's talking about things that have happened in the news that end up on the news, and the news ends up talking about the podcast that is talking about the news. I think that is quite unique. I don't know how often that type of thing happens, but I got to tell you, I didn't see it right when it happened, but I got to thank you to the people who shot me an email because I checked it over the weekend because I had a chance to go through and check them all. And I said, we're on the news. I'm like, what do you mean the podcast is on the news? And I looked at it and I saw this and I was just so humbled. I was so humbled that I really didn't know what to say. It was a little bit overwhelming just because when you work for something and then you start to see the fruits of your labor start to come into fruition, it is a bit humbling. And my dream, like I said, my dream is for us to be a platform, like a force to be reckoned with when it comes to trying to save the life of our babies, to really try to matter. And I got to tell you, I got to thank all of the people that have helped me get to this point, to everybody who has put something into this, even to where I got my start from with Soto Nation and all of the great people that came from that, and all of my mentors, to my best friend Kurt Dog. I like to thank him, to the people who support this platform so much. And I really hate to just throw anybody's name out before others, but you guys know who you are and you know what you do. You know what you contribute. To the people who are in and out of here every day, for the people who contribute their resources, to the people who have worked in actual child protective services over the past 3 years that have actually reached out and given me information that you know, they wanted to stay anonymous, and I did keep my sources anonymous. I always do. I like to thank those people who have allowed us to be able to make some breaks in cases, to the people that we have actually caught that have murdered people that they were looking for, and we actually have contributed to those arrests as well. I really believe that we are making a difference that is making it better for the children, making it safer in our streets, and in turn, making it safe for your family and your friends. And I truly thank you guys for continuing to support us. We want to be your $1 million platform. That's what we hope for this thing to be. In order for us to continue to build this, we're going to start putting boots in the ground, boots on the sand, or however you want to say it. But we're definitely going to start making a difference that people can see. You can see it. It is tangible. You can feel it. And you're going to know that the AFC is here. And I hope that everybody continues to support what we do. And again, this is just one piece of something that we're doing to make an impact in people's lives. And thank you so much for caring about the babies.